Oh, that's the armpit of Texas.
All right, guys, welcome back to Too Hard, Too Fast, the podcast where we have strong opinions about things that we may or may not know too much about.
Now, you know what I would hate in college? When, they would find out people from El Paso and they'd be, oh, that's the armpit of Texas. Or people would say, El Paso's not, I know, or they'd be, that's not part of Texas. That should be part of New Mexico. Or no one counts El Paso as Texas. Like, man, we're all Texas there, man.
I honestly do like El Paso, but I hate what I hated is that as soon as I moved to college, everybody's like, "Oh, you're from the fake EP." Like everybody from El Paso moved to San Antonio for college or something. It's like I didn't have a backing on anything.
All right, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Or when the rest of Texas thinks Eagle Pass is the valley, and like you have to explain 100 different times it's not the valley of Texas. Anyways, whatever. So when I moved, when you were talking about high school.
Oh yeah, elementary school.
When I moved from Eagle Pass to San Antonio, I knew middle school, what we call middle school now. I knew it as junior high. We didn't call it middle school. That's what it was. It was when I went to a junior high. And then, so I got here and everybody said middle school. I was like, what is middle school? I was like, what's the thing?
Oh, really?
Elementary and high school.
Junior high.
Oh, do you mean junior high? I was like, what? Nobody calls it junior high. So happens. Small little town.
So what's middle school now? It's 6, 7, 8?
6, 7, yeah, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, you know what's going to trip out people too? Back in the day, we took the TOS test. Then it became the tax. You didn't even take the tax, huh?
No. It was just
because I was the first. I don't know if I was a junior. I think you have to take a junior. I was the first year this was the first class I was going to graduate that was required to take the TOS test. Now it's the stupid stars?
Stupid stars.
Stupid stars, dude. Screw the stars, dude.
Before we transition to a different topic, let us know if you have any like weird high school, middle school, elementary stories. Reach out to us. Again, Twitter, Too Hard, Too Fast with the number 2. Too Hard, Too Fast, POD. You can even email us at Too Hard, Too Fast podcast @gmail.com. Dang, I forgot my own.
Stupid.
Or just
I want to hear about those stupid things, and then we'll talk about that next time. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll talk about all that. If you're on YouTube, we'll just read the comments. Easy as that. What was the other thing you wanted to talk about?
Not me. Didn't we have someone who commented asking what podcast we listen to?
Oh, yeah.
So put comments. We'll talk about them.
Yeah, on YouTube. Liam on YouTube commented on our third video. Again, we're on YouTube, Too Hard, Too Fast podcast, or 2H, 2F. You'll find it either way. He said, "Who do you look up to as podcast for podcasters? Like, who do
we look up to ourselves?
We're number 1. We went Too Hard, Too Fast.
We went way too hard, too fast.
Now, I mean, I told him, obviously, Joe Rogan. Like, there's no way you go outside of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, I think, is like the top podcaster. Like, I'm a big fan of the comedian Theo Vaughn. Dude, he's real funny on his podcast. And the last one is the Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. His is usually more serious, like interviewing people, how they got their start and whatever, learn something new or learn what other people have struggled with. So I like that. That's what I told him. Those are my 3. What about you? You got any top 3?
Well, this is where I'm a little bit embarrassed. And I hope I don't anger anyone. I don't listen to podcasts. I'll be honest.
How are you going to be? And I feel like I should know this, but how are you going to be a podcaster?
That's all on you, George. That's all on you. You should have done your research. Yes. I know we met up at that bar one time. We had a great night. And you just said, you'd be a great guy for my podcast. And I'm all right then. And we don't need to live in the same city. We've only met once or twice. That's your fault.
The bar that you were only there for 5 minutes before.
You should have read my Wikipedia page. Go check out my Wikipedia page.
Oh, man.
Well,
I should have done interviews with co-hosts.
you should have.
No, for real. Like you don't listen to podcasts.
I don't, but let me tell you, well, maybe, and I thought about that because when I saw that comment, I thought, crap. I mean, I don't, and I hope it doesn't upset anyone, but
I don't feel
and I
bad.
thought about it, and I don't, I guess because I'm stuck I'm in some ways, I try to keep up with the times, technology and stuff, and then in other ways, maybe I'm stuck in the past, and I don't know. I think I just got in the habit of when I'm in my car and stuff, I just listen to, I don't know, like Pandora, or I'll just listen to music or whatever. I've never, because especially like, oh, back in the day, I would only, of course, listen to the radio and then CDs I had. You know what I mean? So it's not like, yeah, well, I mean, it's true. Like back in high school,
You had a like a library of
dude, I
CDs.
had
The
the
thing
whole
I hated.
yes, dude. I would not to encourage you. Back in the day, we used to, well,
The
download
worst,
music
the
and we
worst
would burn it in.
distracted driving too, trying to change lanes while you're changing CDs.
No, so no. I would so okay. I would have a whole thing. So like me and my sister, we would download music, all that stuff, right? And then we would burn our CDs and stuff, right?
You can't
And
say that word. We're gonna get in trouble. I don't think there's any
well,
like.
no,
I don't think there's like a
they
statute of
don't need
limitation from
most.
the
Oh my bad.
FBI.
Well, most people don't even know what CDs are. It's all good.
That's true, right?
And it's all on YouTube now, so I mean, it's all good. Anyways, I had a whole thing of CDs, but I would always pick my top three that I wanted to listen to as I'm on the road. And so, well, now cool. Now there's Bluetooth, there's all this stuff. So great. I think I always just got in the habit of, I mean, ever since I started driving, just listening to music. And to be honest, I mean, even when the whole podcast thing started coming out, all that stuff, God, I was so oblivious to it. I had no idea what was going on. Um, and yeah, I just never got into it. So I never really, yeah, there's no one I really follow.
Dang.
Probably the first time I really started even hearing about pod is when you asked me, hey, you want to start this up? I'm like, what's a podcast? Yeah, why not?
You just signed up and didn't even know what it was. Just down for
Well,
it.
I'll do it. Screw it.
I'll show up. I don't even know how I got started with podcasts. Either. Like, one thing I hate driving. So anything that distracts me from driving. Now, so anything that makes my drive better to wherever I'm going, I'm down for. So if I'm feeling music, I'll put music. But really, nowadays, like I'll look for a podcast, something either that's gonna be funny or something that's gonna like teach me something or a little of both. And that's why I thought this was a cool idea because we can do a little both. Like mostly we try to be funny, entertain, but also at the same time we can somebody from whatever they're doing or I don't know, help in any way. But yeah, that's my mindset when I started listening to podcasts. Dude, going back to the CDs, I still can't like. I remember having like the library of CDs that you flip through, and then on the pull down mirror on the back where
Oh
the
yeah, that
shade.
little kind of a
Yeah,
rack
I
thing.
used to have CDs in there too. Like, dude, oh man, I don't miss that at all. I love that I can just turn on
Me
my phone,
too,
hook up
man.
Bluetooth, and listen to something. But
No, me too.
so like I don't know. It's still kind of weird that you don't listen to any podcast now.
No, I know, and well, then I'm thinking about it. Okay, so I mean, I do road trips. If I go to El Paso or go to San Antonio or Dallas and stuff. So, I guess I'm on the road from time to time, long periods of time. Sometimes, I mean, a lot of times, I guess I do listen to music. But I'm trying to think. No, I guess there are some people that I listen to. Um, but it's like through their website directly. I don't know if they're podcast. Well, I guess they are, but I don't want to say it because I don't know if it's going to offend anyone.
Oh, if you have to think
You,
of that, maybe you
you,
shouldn't.
and you're gonna make fun of me for it too. No, I'm just playing.
I
No,
want to
if I
make fun
do,
of
I
you
mean, if I
either way.
listen to someone talk, nah, I'm just playing. It's nothing bad. I'll listen to like Christian pastors or something, just for a positive message. So that's probably the only thing.
Hey, it's the same thing.
Yeah, no,
It's not my thing, but it's the same thing. Like if I'm
because
listening
I'm
to Joe Rogan preaching about something about a workout or about something, it's the same thing as you listening to.
Some pastor or something. Yeah, because you gotta keep in mind, man. I was a stupid kid. I'm a stupid man. I'm a foolish man, trying to be better. You know what I'm saying? So
Do you listen to Joel Osteen? Is that why
no,
we're
hell
getting
no.
is that what
Shit, I
we're
shouldn't have
getting?
said that. I shouldn't have said that. But no,
Well, you're definitely gonna offend people. Should I make? Do I
I
leave that? You want me to
don't.
cut it out?
I mean, I don't want to get too deep in. I mean, no, there's some. I mean, I think that's good for people just getting into it. But a lot of those they're surface. I like going deep, like I well, I don't know the
Yeah,
context of things.
everybody needs to test the water. Everybody needs to test the waters before they start swimming with sharks. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, and I swim with sharks. That's what I do. So I hunt the sharks actually. So.
Oh no! Now you'll get people offended if they really think you're gonna be hunting sharks.
I went too hard too fast.
Yeah, that joke went too hard too fast. Nah, but yeah, those are my podcasters. Maybe you'll listen to some. Maybe you know what? You know which podcast you should start off listening to?
Which one?
Ours. You should start listening to ours first.
I'm not gonna start with that crap. No,
Oh man.
that actually did make me think. You know why I'm a little concerned, scared of listening to our podcast? And I mean, I think it happens with a lot of people.
Because you don't like the way you sound.
I sound, or I'm gonna like, dang, my voice sounds annoying. So I need you to help me, George. Help me develop a
There's no
good
help. There's no help.
presidential. I
Like,
want a presidential voice, man. That's what I want.
well, okay, you want me to edit it to where you have a good voice?
Yeah,
Okay, I was gonna say because
a dark voice.
I edit the audio and then I edit the video for this podcast. So I have to listen to myself at least 3 times for editing the audio, editing the video, and to making sure it sounds perfect and I can add any little like visual things to the video. So I have to like listen for the topics. I have to write down the topics. So I have to listen to my voice, and as much as much confidence that I have, you still never get used to just hearing your voice because your voice sounds different from when it leaves your mouth into your own ears.
Mm,
So you think you sound one way,
true.
and I think I sound like I was telling Jen the other day. I was like, man, I like when I'm talking, I feel like I have like a real macho voice. Like, oh, like this guy is hardcore. But then I listened to myself from the podcast. And I was like, dude, this guy, who is this guy? Why is he talking like that? Oh man.
That's I was gonna ask you if do you like the way you sound, or do you ever
Nah,
get used to
I
it?
don't hate it. Like I don't hate it, but you don't get used to it. There's no way you can get used to it. Like I literally had to ask her, like, is this really how I sound? For real? Like, was I making a voice during the whole time we were shooting the podcast?
Está loco, está loco.
But, but yeah, you're never gonna get used to it. But I do. I've grown to be okay with it, so I can listen to the
Mm,
podcast, edit it, and then I'll even listen to it just once it goes out, just to make sure like everything went well.
nice.
So,
I think I could be wrong. I like Stephen Colbert, the one
mhm.
of the Tonight shows and stuff. Man, dude, so I knew that guy since in middle school when he was in the Daily Show. Then he did his own Colbert Report.
Oh
He
yeah,
would
yeah.
just, make fun of being a Republican, I guess, or he had that image, I guess. And then now it's a night show. And no, I think they did an interview with him one time, and they asked him, Do you ever go back and watch your own episodes? I think it was him, can't remember, but he's no, I don't really. He doesn't really watch his stuff because he doesn't see the need to, that he'll just take the advice of other people who are watching, and he'll just improve that way. So I guess that's kind of the approach I'm taking, where I mean, I may not like it, but then I guess it's better to get feedback from people. So you know what, leave in your comments, what can we do better, how can
What?
we develop our
How can
voice,
Worm be better?
how can I be better?
Um, that makes sense, but that makes sense because he has a director, he has
Yeah, that's true.
producers, he has
All I
people
got is
edit
you,
all that stuff.
so
Yeah.
that's
So I don't like I have to do my own directing, producing, and editing and all that. Um, Even when I do the Jen and George TV YouTube, if you think listening to yourself is bad, having to watch yourself is even worse.
Is it? I
Yeah,
mean, I kind of like the way I look right now, man.
it's not even about that. It's not even about having to like. It's not about like judging or body image. Nothing like that.
To
It's
show
just
people I'm
awkward.
beautiful. Yeah.
It's just awkward. I thought you were
Teaser.
gonna. I thought you were gonna reveal. I was like, no, too soon. Too
Too
soon.
soon. Don't go too hard, too fast.
Oh, yeah, having to watch yourself, even regardless if you're comfortable with the way you look, it's just awkward. It's just that's all it is. It's awkwardness.
No,
I don't
yeah.
know, but maybe there's people out there. Maybe there's people out there that don't mind it. Like, oh, I love the way I know what I sound like, and I'm cool with it, and it doesn't make me feel awkward. Or I know what I look like, and I don't feel awkward. And that's cool, man. Hey, let us know if you're one of those people.
That's true.
I'm definitely not one of those people, and I'm
If you
very.
think you have a good voice, come. We'll invite you as a guest, and then we'll make fun of your voice. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
No, we will though. Oh man,
Hey man, I did something crazy recently.
again,
So hmm?
you did something crazy again.
I did something crazy. I went too hard, too fast, bro. But I think it might work out. We'll see what happens.
Well, let me know what
I,
it
li-
is. We're just gonna keep me in the dark.
I was, man. I listed my house on
You
Zillow.
what?
I listed my house on Zillow.
For what? Like you're gonna sell it or what?
Yeah, I just want to
Oh,
see.
okay.
I mean,
Hang on,
dude, I thought.
I gotta charge
Well,
my computer to charge. Hold
all right. No, I thought.
on. All right.
Especially with this whole circumstance, I thought, everyone had different. The analysts, there's been contradictory information. So I'm saying, oh man, real estate's gonna go down and blah blah. People can pay their stuff. But then I guess over time, I mean, there's some that they have said, man, this is a good time to sell. The real estate is actually still strong despite the circumstance. For different reasons. One, people who were thinking of selling their house, they're either delaying, so now there's less people listing their houses, so that's one. Two, the rates to buy a house are at an all-time low, or they're pretty low, so people could get a good interest rate. So now there's less supply and there's more demand. So they're saying, man, so that kind of balanced each other out, and things have been pretty stable. And if not, maybe prices have even gone up because of it. And so I was thinking, well, let me see what happens. If I could get a good chunk of money, then cool, and then get out of this hellhole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, after my dog messed it up too.
And then maybe we could do too hard, too fast live together, right next to each
Oh,
other.
oh, right next to each other. I want to hold
Right
your
next.
hand while we do it.
That'd be great. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
did you ever? Should we
Anyways,
tell
can I have a
the
place to stay as I transition?
story? That's pretty much why you
You know
brought.
what? This is gonna be my full-time job, man. Set me up on a payroll, please. I
Dude, you
need it.
can. Yeah, let's do it, man. All we need is to keep doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
thinking like we should do this more consistently too, like put it out at least twice a week. Dang, imagine.
Well, we're doing it in parts, so I mean that's
Well, on YouTube, yeah,
that way they get in chunk bites. Yeah.
on YouTube it goes out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but on audio podcast it goes out Tuesday, every Tuesday.
Tuesday. I mean that works. And if they want to see our facial reactions, they're more than welcome
um,
to
no, but
watch us on YouTube as well.
I don't know. Like the real estate is so weird because I was just thinking because I have like two or three friends that are real estate agents. Is that what they call real
Hmm.
estate brokers? Real estate
Yeah.
agents.
No,
Um,
real estate agents. Yeah, brokers.
they just steal your money.
They hire the real estate.
Yeah. So two of them say that it's a buyer's market. So like the buyer has all control. Like, do you think that's true, or you really think like
I mean, it
because
does. I mean,
when I hear that, it's like the buyer can set the price, and you as the house seller, you get very little say on that. Do you feel
yeah.
that way, or do you really think that like
No,
you're in
no, for
control?
sure. Well, okay. So I think different factors. One is the region, of course. Part of it's the region, but I think the biggest part is the intent of the seller. So there's some people, and so I don't even think I mean, to some degree, I guess it matters how the market's doing too. But I think a big part too is the seller. If like, man, they got a job offer somewhere else. They need to start in a month, and they just really want to sell their house. And I guess then it also another variable is the condition of the house. How good is the house? Is it in a good neighborhood? So I think there's a lot of variables. But I think the seller, if they need to sell fast, then yeah, the buyer has the upper hand because they might negotiate to a lower price until the buyer's happy, and the guy might say, or whoever's selling the house might say, screw it, I just need to sell the house and leave. But like in my case, I mean, I'm really in no rush. If someone offers me $10,000 less than what I'm asking for, well, I'm gonna be like, well, no.
Yeah.
But because I'm not, there's no pressure. I just want to see if there is any interest and or like interested buyers. What's crazy, I've only had it listed for like 2 days or 3 days. I've already had like 200 views, and I've already had like 70 people save it on their favorites, like
Yeah.
to keep watch. So I'm like, wow, dang, I was, and it's funny. When was it? Yeah, maybe a day or 2 days ago. Um, I noticed people passing by, and they would stop and stare at my house, and I was getting a little bit pissed,
Oh,
like,
I would
why
be
the hell are
I
people
would be
staring at my
paranoid.
house? What the hell's wrong with my house? And then I realized, oh, stupid. Yeah, you listed it. That's why they're
Yeah.
going.
Knowing you, it would be like paranoia hardcore.
And yeah, exactly. As they're passing by, what's up? What's up? Make me a deal.
Make me feel- That
Make
makes
me.
sense, especially because in your area, it's like um, there's always somebody trying to buy in your area.
So
Um,
yeah. So right now, so people don't know. I'm not gonna reveal what city I'm in,
mhm.
but West Texas, man, West Texas. So yeah, oil field. So that's the thing, especially in this era, double whammy. Not only the corona, but also the oil field going down. So the price of barrel has gone down. They did have to let go of a lot of people, so it's been sad. So things have slowed down, but even regardless of that, the local economy has still remained stable. And so wow, so that's pretty good. And now there's projection that the oil is gonna come back up. It's even gonna be in better shape
I'm sure.
than
I mean, I'm
before
sure it
this.
will.
And
Like
so,
it's always gonna go back up. I just
oh yeah,
when
yeah,
I think it's like more of the question of when and
yeah,
how many
exactly, exactly.
how many people are gonna have to like suffer before it actually comes back up.
No, yeah, yeah. Well, what's crazy is, man, this year has been crazy because what affects the oil, a lot of stuff. Well, of course, the production at other countries. So that's one, and that was one big reason why things went down. But another thing was at the beginning of the year, impeachment of a Republican president. So that kind of made things go a little bit down too. And then at the end of the year, during winter and stuff, things slowed down. And budgets are going to renew, so things don't pick up till like the summer. And then a big other factor right now is election year. So man, a lot of things just hit in December and January. So man, there was just this big whammy. And then from there in March, when the whole virus thing hit, it's like God, that was even a bigger. And then it being election year, so if things go back up, it probably won't be till next year. And granted, it also depends on who gets elected. But
Let's say somebody drops this bomb deal on you, like this perfect deal. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna take the deal and just move out? And then what?
well, I don't know if you remember. So I had some family that came and worked in the oil field here, and some friends.
Uh,
One was living in an RV, and then one was with me and stuff. And anyways, I had a friend, my cousin, and then another friend, and they said, "Hey, if you buy another house, we'll rent it from you." So I have another property in the
oh,
area that
yeah.
I've been renting it out. And then, well, one of my cousins, he went back to El Paso, so that's fine. One of my friend, he got transferred from work, but he kind of came back in this area, but it's just temporary. So I just have a friend that's there, but I mean I have another place I could go to, and I was thinking, well, I mean, yeah, if someone gives me a good deal, sell that, be in that place, and then work on that because there's some fixes that need to be done. Just renovate a little bit, and then yeah, and then try to sell that too, and get the hell out of this hellhole. Nah,
Dude, okay, so I've been meaning to ask you this for a long time, and maybe I should do it privately, but I'm gonna do it here in a public
do it
forum.
publicly, bro.
Have you fixed the mess that my dog made in your bedroom? Hey guys, that's it for this part. Remember, the next part is coming up. If you missed the first part, the boxes are up here. They're floating somewhere. We're going to, I don't know where they're at, but they're going to be here. We will love it if you clicked on one of them and continue enjoying Too Hard, Too Fast. That's it for us, guys. Like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Remember, we just went too hard, too fast. Bye.
Bye.